Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about whether the Louis Vuitton mini Pochette accessoire is still worth the money or has it outpriced itself. This is one of my favorite Louis Vuitton pieces because it's small, it's cute, and it has a surprising amount of space. But let's be real. If you're spending over $700 for a little small pouch, is it really worth it? So I just wanted to talk about the pricing, the value, the quality, and what fits inside to help us figure out if this little pouch is worth the money in today's prices. So if that's something you're interested in, then keep watching. So first, let's talk about the basics. So the mini Pochette accessoire currently comes in monogram canvas, damier ebene canvas, and then a limited edition Christmas collection, which is usually a higher price. The current price of mini Pochette accessoire is $760. I have 3 mini Pochette accessoires. I have the damier azure, which was my first one, bought a long time ago. When I bought this, the price was about, I think it was $220. So it was kind of a no-brainer at the time to get this because it was less expensive than a wallet but served the same purpose, at least for me. And then my second mini Pochette accessoire is in the damier ebene. I bought this, I want to say maybe 6 or 7 years ago. At the time it was around $300, maybe less. And when I bought this, I noticed that the canvas was a lot thinner than my damier azure one, and I considered returning it or gifting it to someone because I wasn't sure of the quality of the canvas at the time. But I'm so glad I didn't. I'm so glad I kept this because it's one of my most used items. And then my last mini Pochette accessoire is in the empreinte leather with the giant monogram, and I purchased it for around $700. I want to say it was in 2021. At the time that I bought this, they had just started increasing the prices of the mini Pochette accessoires, and so I had to think long and hard on whether I wanted to spend that amount of money on this. But I decided to go ahead and buy it because it's made of leather, and so I think that increases its value a little bit. And I had gotten so much use out of my other mini Pochettes that I knew that I would get that same amount of use out of this one. I use one of these on a daily basis. I tend to swap them out based on the season or, you know, to match my handbag that I'm wearing. So I'm using one of them on a daily basis. So I have absolutely gotten my cost per wear out of these. So let's take a look at the damier ebene one. So like I mentioned, I've had this for a number of years, and at one point it was my main wallet. I was using it every day, and as you can see, it still looks fantastic, at least on the outside. I'll show you the inside in a minute. Canvas is very durable. The craftsmanship on this is extremely well. The stitching, I don't have any issues with my stitching or my hardware or my zipper. The zipper is still very smooth. It comes with a gold chain that you can attach to the other side of the D-ring and use it as a little clutch or a little, I don't know, handheld bag. And then in this particular damier ebene one, the inside is just red. Mine is very dirty, but in terms of the wear and tear, it looks great. I just need to find some way to clean it. But after years of using this, I'm very pleased with the condition that it's still in. So let's talk about how practical this pouch really is. Let's take a look at what fits inside. So a lot of the time when we buy these little small either handbags or pouches, we always want to know, will our phone fit inside? So I have a couple of phones. This phone is my old phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S7, but it's actually the same size, I believe, as the Galaxy S22 and S23. So back in the day when this was my phone, it actually did fit in a mini Pochette accessoire if there's no case on it. So as you can see, it does fit inside very comfortably, and you can fit other things as well. And then this is my current phone. As you can see, it's a lot bigger and it no longer fits inside. And I remember when I bought this phone, I was so upset that my phone would no longer fit inside, but oh well, that's just how it is. And I just wanted to see if a passport would fit inside. I have my passport here and it fits very comfortably. And next I just grabbed some random items that I might typically carry inside of this pouch. So of course some cash, cards, let's just pretend these are credit cards. My AirPods I typically take with me when I go out. Some little sort of hair tie to tie my hair back, nail clipper, a nail file, and then I just grabbed my longest travel perfume. This is Kayali Eaten Juicy Apple, and it's my longest travel perfume, and it does fit inside. And this is one of my longest lip glosses. This is Buxom, and it's in the color Berry Blast, one of my favorites. Just a little small mini comb. So that's what it looks like so far. I am able to zip it. I could probably fit like my key fob in here too. And that is quite a bit of items in here. And then I just have a couple of small mirrors if I needed to take a mirror along with me. If I take out a couple items like maybe my key fob and the AirPods, I could fit like a smaller slim mirror inside. And then probably maybe put the key fob back. And that fits.
Living inside a dream, I slay where the love is like. I put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, wish you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly.
So now let's talk about the pros and cons. The quality and attention to detail and craftsmanship is usually top tier. And of course, it's durable and long wearing. We talked about its versatility. It works as a mini clutch, a pouch inside of a larger bag, a mini crossbody, or even a key holder. And for a small pouch, it holds a lot. It's lightweight, very comfortable to hold, feels good to the touch. And in terms of availability, recently it seems to always be in stock. I know this wasn't the case a few years ago. The mini Pochette accessoire was always hard to get a hold of, but recently it's always available. And it's probably due to the high cost. In terms of cons, of course the biggest one is going to be the price. It's tripled in price over the last few years, and at $760, it's on the higher end of what is essentially a small pouch. But what you're paying for is the Louis Vuitton name and the craftsmanship. Even though it does fit more than you think it would, it is very small because it's essentially a pouch, so you can't really treat it like a purse. Another con that I have learned to live with over the years is that the chain that is attached to it kind of gets in the way sometimes. So I usually wear this chain inside because I use it as a catch-all inside of my handbags. And so when the chain is inside, it tends to just kind of sit inside and may get in the way as I'm like pulling out cash or a lip gloss or something, but I've gotten used to it and I've just learned to live with it. And then finally, I consider it a con because it's not available in a lot of different materials. Like I mentioned, right now it comes in the monogram, the damier ebene, and then the Christmas animation, and it comes in other limited edition materials that don't, you know, hang around for very long. But I really wish that it came in a lot more materials in their standard like classic collection. So is it still worth it in today's prices? I think it really depends on how you're going to use it and how much you're going to use it. Like I said, I use mine on a daily basis, so it's absolutely worth it to me. But if you're someone who doesn't use pouches a lot or is not going to use it as a wallet, then it might not be worth it to you. So if you're really interested in the mini Pochette Accessoire, but you're having a hard time wrapping your brain around the high price, then I would suggest maybe finding one on the resale market, like Fashion File or the Real. I think there's a lot of them out there in really good condition, and you can save a little bit of money. And of course, you can probably find less expensive alternatives that aren't like a luxury brand name item. But if you have your heart set on a Louis Vuitton item, then you might not be satisfied with other options. So what do you think? Do you think the Louis Vuitton mini Pochette Accessoire is worth the money, or are there better options out there? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more luxury handbag content. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!